Antarctica, a frozen, foreboding, mysterious place with many secrets still hidden beneath its ice. Rarely visited and off-limits to the public, this enormous landmass has predictably attracted many conspiracy theories looking for outlandish legends and peculiar icy outcrops in a quest to unravel its history. Interest regarding what could be hidden within or possibly beyond were ignited by an individual of incredibly high standing, with Admiral Richard E. Byrd claiming that vast resources and land without ice as far as the eye could see was somehow hidden beyond this huge barrier.
But strangely enough, there's left in the world today an area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being. And that's beyond the pole, on the other side of the South Pole, from Middle America. And I think it's quite astonishing that there should be an area as big as that unexplored.
This is a tremendous
So
challenge.
there's a lot of adventure left down at the bottom of the world.
However, ever since these claims were made on public broadcast, any other mention of this mysterious unknown land have ever officially been made. If anything, his claims have been rebuked on a number of occasions. Yet, I digress. We have collaborated and corroborated countless ancient ruins which not only fit the same signature of builders, but share the same technological advancements, not only suggesting, but we feel due to the massive amount of evidence collected, all but proving a once highly capable world-going civilization once flourished on Earth before ours, very possibly at a time when Antarctica itself was free of ice. Thus, it is not beyond the realms of possibility that ancient ruins could indeed be hiding beneath the ice. Pyramids could indeed be protruding above it, and a cover-up could indeed be ensuing. Although most of the images and footage which claim to display said ruins have all but been proven fake, there are that rare few items, such as the Piri Reis map, or indeed the many other proofs we have shared of a possible pre-Ice Age advanced civilization here on Earth. The existence then of a frozen city is entirely possible. Ground-penetrating radar has often been used within Antarctica, yet without actually being able to excavate anything below the ice sheet. Any strange anomalies are simply dismissed as curious-looking natural formations, without the entertainment of the idea of their possible existence within the academic world. The only choice funded individuals have when presented with such evidence, no matter how overwhelming, it must be dismissed as natural. It simply cannot be labeled as anything else. What is hidden beneath the ice in Antarctica? We find the possibilities highly compelling.
Since modern man first walked upon the continent of Antarctica, we have wondered what could be hiding beneath its ice, buried for millennia, lost to history, yet waiting to be found and reclaimed. Legends surrounding a now lost ancient civilization being buried here did not start with the expedition of Admiral Richard E. Byrd, who famously claimed on national television of a large expanse of land, completely free from ice just beyond the ice wall of Antarctica, leading to many conspiracies regarding just what this mysterious land and indeed ice wall could have been. And although countless individuals on both sides of the fence have been feverishly arguing over the evidence, circumstantial as it may be, a strange shape has started to appear from beneath this ancient ice, revealing something that has been hiding beneath this ice sheet, possibly for hundreds of thousands of years. Found on Google Earth, this strange series of structures have seemingly begun to protrude above the ice, exposing their existence to the whole world. A series of 22 strange-looking structures, with a main base reminiscent of a whale skeleton. Perhaps this by design, as if viewed from high altitude, one would not look twice, yet when examined up close is realized to be some 22 kilometers in size. Additionally, although it is now mysteriously peering from above the continually receding ice, the entire site is covered in fresh tire tracks within the satellite images, as if whoever created this mysterious place became aware of its apparent arrival upon the surface and hurried to retrieve anything which could identify them as its builders. However, it could also be a prehistoric site, one explored by shadowy institutions before such videos as this reached the wider world, making individuals who may dare to try to venture there aware of its location. but with an average temperature of some 90 degrees below and some 200 miles from the nearest research base, the chances of anyone but government bodies being able to even make it here is unlikely. Yet that did not deter whoever ventured there from undergoing the journey. I assume they are related to some man-made activities for research purposes, but I've looked at the coordinates, and I've looked on a number of sites for all known research stations in Antarctica, and the closest one is Norwegian Station, some 200 miles away, one researcher noted. Florida Mackey, who claims to be a former agent in the U.S. Military Intelligence Corps, also discovered in archive imagery that the site only starts to become visible above the ice from 2011. Whatever it has been buried for years. Could this be a secret World War III fallout shelter? Or possibly evidence of the infamously claimed activities of the Third Reich in the South Pole around the end of the Second World War? Or are we looking at the first recorded site, which could allow us to confirm the existence of a pre-Ice Age global civilization, one which dwelled upon this once green continent? We find the possibility highly compelling. We will keep you posted on any further developments surrounding the site.
Antarctica, one of the world's most mysterious continents, home to one of the largest and driest deserts on the planet, covering an area of around 5.5 million square miles. If there was anywhere on Earth where crashed, preserved, ancient alien technologies could still be found, it would be here. An untouched landscape which may, in all possibility, be the final resting place as of yet unretrieved relics, which may have been stranded there to this day. The deep sea which surrounds Antarctica, for example, are some of the most difficult and inhospitable environments to explore anywhere. Far away from the modern world, deep within the frigid, pitch-black waters of this massive chunk of ice, where our next discovery was miraculously made. An out-of-place artifact which is still resting at the bottom of this sea. Known as the Eltanin antenna, if it wasn't for the brute strength of the nearly 2,000-ton ice-breaking vessel known as the Eltanin, we may never have found it. Initially a U.S. Navy cargo-carrying icebreaker, in 1962 she was reclassified as an oceanographic research ship, and became the world's first dedicated Antarctic research vessel. On the 29th of August 1964, while collecting sample cores and photographing the seabed west of Cape Horn, the Eltanin took the first known photograph of the antenna at a depth of nearly 4,000 meters. The first public mention of the unusual object would not surface for several months. A news item which appeared in the New Zealand Herald on 5 December 1964, under the heading "Puzzle Picture from the Seabed," would briefly disclose the discovery, yet any further exploratory missions, if indeed there has been any, have been operating in secret. Similar to the Baltic Sea anomaly, yet positioned at a far deeper depth, in an extremely remote, cold, and lonely part of our world, it too shows all the hallmarks of an artificially created object. The question is, what could it be? And more importantly, what was or is its function? In 1968, author Brad Steiger wrote an article for Saga magazine in which he claimed that the Eltanin had in fact photographed, quote, "an astonishing piece of machinery, very much like the cross between a TV antenna and a telemetry antenna." End quote. It is interesting to note that the Black Knight satellite, an anomalous object which is in a polar orbit, has been declared by numerous investigators throughout history as an artificial alien satellite, and with what appears to be an enormous alien antenna resting on the Antarctic seafloor. Is it possible that the two are connected? Or possibly in communication with each other? In 2003, Tom DeMary, a researcher in underwater acoustics, contacted oceanographer A.F. Amos, a member of the Eltanin's crew in the 1960s, in an effort to debunk any theory involving artificial design. In turn, Amos referred DeMary to the 1971 book The Face of the Deep by Bruce C. Heezen and Charles D. Hollister. It seems Hollister had already attempted to identify the mysterious object as a carnivorous sea sponge. However, these attempts to discredit any unusual hypothesis was solely based on the same photographs we are privileged to. Further photographic exploration of the object, if undertaken, has been done in complete isolation from the public. What is the Eltanin antenna? A mere sea sponge? An actual alien antenna? Whatever it is, it seems certain fields of study would like you to believe it's natural. Regardless of whether confirmation of such claims was made, we always find this highly compelling.
A strange and inexplicable fate has recently become of an individual hunting for proof of a legend which has long circulated throughout history, one which begins at the very top of the planet. Since the birth of navigation, man has relentlessly sought to understand where he is going, and indeed, how to get there. Thus, we have endeavored to explain not only how we are here, but why we remain, why the compass must point north. What is it about our mysterious pole which causes this? The Rupus nigra, for example, a phantom island, was believed to be a black rock located at the North Magnetic Pole. Described by Gerardus Mercator as 33 miles wide, it explained why all compasses point to this location. This claim is found within the now lost work titled Inventio Fortunata. The island is additionally featured on many maps from the 16th and 17th centuries, with Mercator even describing an encounter he had with the island in 1577 within a letter to John Dee. Quote, "In the midst of the four countries is a whirlpool into which there empty these four indrawing seas. The water rushes round and descends into the earth, just as if one were pouring it through a filter funnel. It is 4 degrees wide on every side of the pole, that is to say 8 degrees altogether, except that right under the pole there lies a bare rock in the midst of the sea. Its circumference almost 33 French miles, and it is all of magnetic stone." End quote. Nathan Campbell could have been searching for Rupes nigra without even realizing it when he suddenly vanished within Alaska in June of 2020, reportedly setting off to discover what he believed to be some kind of giant magnetic alien pyramid. Last seen on June 13, 2020, after renting a small float plane, he was flown deep into a remote part of Alaska, which he told the bush pilot he was convinced was the location of a giant black object. He has not been seen since. A thorough search of the remote area was initiated, yet all that was recovered was a collapsed tent a few miles from where he was dropped. Within was his diary, with the final entry reading, "Gone to get water." He has never been seen again. Did Nathan stumble upon something he wasn't supposed to see? Did he find the object? If so, did something strange occur which caused him to simply vanish from existence? What is hiding within Alaska? Is it really a gigantic ancient pyramid? Is there any truth to the tales told of Rupes nigra? What is this giant black rock supposedly at the top of our planet? Why was it illustrated on so many ancient maps? It would seem that Nathan's conviction in his belief that he knew what it was he would find, and indeed where it was he would find it, that he told very few people what it was he was putting so much effort into venturing deep into the Alaskan wilderness to discover and expose to the world. I will keep you posted on any further updates on Nathan Campbell's mysterious disappearance. I find the possibility of Rupes nigra highly compelling.